Shall we start meeting? I think Catherine is not there, so I will take a say role. Okay, yeah. Good evening, good morning, Toastmaster. I am welcoming all of you for our Interpersonal Toastmaster Club meeting 296. What a wonderful, beautiful day, getting getting good, great evening as well. The Toastmasters, we all always know about that. I don't want to talk about the Toastmaster. Let me set the golden rules of today's meeting. Please avoid talking sex, religion, and politics, and turn on your video and audio whenever talked, and turn off it whenever go away. And if anybody use the word of the day, idiom of the day, give thumbs up or applause, and encourage the people who over talk. These are golden rules. Kindly follow it. So with that, I give a control back to our President of our Interpersonal Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Jim. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Siva. Welcome to everybody. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving holiday, those who celebrated. It's a great pleasure to be amongst you. We are set to have another outstanding meeting, and I'd like to welcome those who are joining us for the first time. Navreen, and welcome back to our more established and current members. Thank you all again for being here. I will now turn matters back to our Toastmaster of the evening.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. President. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, Toastmasters members and guests. This week's meeting topic is gratitude. With the recent Thanksgiving holiday, the sense of gratitude has been present everywhere. We get together with good company. We are reminded that there is so much to be grateful for. In my opinion, gratitude is something that should be practiced not just this one day, but year-round. The problem for many of us is that we tend to focus on what we don't have versus what we do. This causes a toxic cycle of negative thinking that literally feeds off of those bad thoughts and those bad energies. But it is important to remember that your thoughts are not actually facts. They are just observations. You get to choose which ones you engage with and devote energy to. When we practice gratitude, we break this toxic cycle of negative thinking. It is also important to note that practicing gratitude does not mean fake positivity. You don't have to diminish or invalidate your feelings about a specific situation. We are human beings with a range of emotions, not just positive ones. However, when we practice gratitude, we acknowledge our challenges while leaving a little breathing room to look for the positive. This allows us to be realistic in the face of adversity. There are multiple ways to practice gratitude, and we will be touching on those later in today's meeting. But to begin today's meeting, let's go ahead and meet the tag team, starting with Grammarian for the evening. Let's give a welcome to Toastmaster Jim. You're muted.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. As grammarian, I will be looking out for usages of language, especially those that stand out in a positive way. And also, I will be presenting now the word of the day. The word of the day is paramount. Paramount. P-A-R-A-M-O-U-N-T. It is defined as superior to all others, supreme, used in a sentence based on what Natalia just said. healthy thoughts are paramount compared to toxic ones. Healthy thoughts are paramount compared to toxic ones. I encourage you all to use the word of the day, paramount, as often as possible. And if it is helpful, I'll put it in the chat also, just so that everybody has it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Next, let's bring up our timer for the evening. Everybody, let's welcome Toastmaster Naveen. If you could give a quick introduction about your position.
Thank you, Natalia. Good morning, good evening, and good night, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. As a timer, I'm going to time every aspect of this meeting. Our speakers, formal speech, impromptu, and general evaluations of the speeches.
Great, thank you so much. Next,
And
oh, sorry.
yeah. For table topics, the time limit should be not more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'm going to show green card, and at 1 minute 30 seconds, I'm going to raise yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I will raise red card. And for icebreaker speeches, should be 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will raise green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I will raise red card. And for the individual evaluations should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will raise yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise red card. Thank you, Toastmaster. Natalia, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Next, let's go ahead and bring up Toastmaster Satish, who is going to be the awe counter for the evening. So let's give a welcome to Toastmaster Satish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Natalia. Hello, everybody. My role as the awe counter in today's meeting is to look out for the repeat words, filler words, which speakers would use in their speeches. I would also take note of the other repeat words which anybody uses as part of their speech. The repeat words, filler words could be words like so, you see that. Those are some of the examples. Repeat words are certain words or sentences which speakers tend to repeat as part of their normal speech. I would present my report at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Natalia.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Satish. Next, let's go ahead and move into speeches. For this week, we are going to have one speech. It's going to be given by Toastmaster Namita, and her evaluator is going to be giving a little introduction about her speech. So everybody, let's give a welcome to Namita's evaluator, Toastmaster Grace.
Thank you, Toastmaster Natalia. So for today's speech, it's going to be under the Pathway Strategic Relationship, Level 3, which is about making connection through networking. The purpose of this speech is for members to develop and practice personal strategy to building connection. She will share the aspects of her networking experience in this speech. Toastmasters Namita's speech will be from 5 to 7 minutes, and the title of her speech will be Friends. Again, her title of the title of the speech is Friends, Toastmasters Namita's speech. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Natalia.
Hey, thank you so much, Toastmaster Grace. Let's everybody, let everybody give a huge, warm welcome to Toastmaster Namita, who is going to be giving her speech. Go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalia. Years ago, there was this shy girl who was very underconfident and had low self-esteem. She used to be brilliant in studies. She used to earn good marks, used to have good rank in her class. But she used to envy her classmates. The other girls in her class had best friends. They used to hang out all the time. Even after school, they used to have internal jokes and they used to share anecdotes during the lunch break. And she used to be jealous. She used to envy, thinking, why can't I have a good friend? Why can't I have a best friend? Why don't I have a group of friends with whom I can go out and enjoy life? Then she joined work. At workplace, it is very important you have good social skills. And she was already low in her confidence. She never used to speak up first. Only if somebody is speaking to her, she used to reply. In meetings, she used to be very active, but during lunch break, she didn't know what to speak. She used to think, what should I contribute? Or if she's going to say something, she used to have doubt on herself. She used to overthink. What will others think of me? Should I say this? Is it a good thing to say at workplace? She had all the self-doubts. Then that girl moved to Canada. No point in guessing that shy girl is me. Now, I have heard and I know from the experience of friends that when you move to a new country, when you are an adult, it's extremely hard to make friends. You feel lonely, you feel isolated. Eventually, your mental health decreases and you become depressed. And this actually happened to a friend of mine who lived in UK for 5 years. In that 5 years, he didn't make any meaningful connections. And this year he came back to India. He said, yeah, I'm never going back outside. I have all my friends here. I have all my family here. And he stays in the same state as Mohini ma'am, Tamil Nadu. So I had a plan. As soon as I moved to my apartment, I started going out, walking every morning in different directions. Fortunately, I landed here in summers. So I started noticing the notice boards in the library, in the squares of events, of the city funded events. I started going out to city concerts, the summer concerts, all those were free. So many people used to come to city parties. Like there was a summer party, there was Halloween party, and I go to library frequently. There I found out there's a yoga class. I started going there frequently, made friends. And eventually in all these places, I met people and I started speaking up. I started asking them where they are from, or are they a student, or are they working, and what they're doing. And I met the friends of their friends next time, and they became my friends. Eventually, I have a good set of friends here and a large number of acquaintances. And I'm hyperactive in Toastmasters, so I have friends all over the world. If I have some doubts regarding some speech, I know whom to go to. If I have some worry in life, something didn't go well in the day, I have someone to talk to. I have a good support system. Say, I want to go for shopping. It was Black Friday sale. I have a group of friends who are very enthusiastic about spending money and shopping for clothes. And due to me being introvert for majority of my life, I have so many hobbies that if I want to talk about arts and colors, I have someone. If I want to talk about books, I have someone. If I want to talk about music events or somebody who's interested in concerts, I have a set of friends. But how did this change happen? This drastic change from being an extreme introvert, being shy, and being extrovert and open-minded and so confident. What happened is one of my friends suggested, Namita, you should do therapy. During therapy, I realized I had a lot of childhood trauma, lot of guilt, lot of anger, lot of disappointment. Because how your parents talk to you, that becomes your internal voice. And that kept me really doubting myself. And I used to be very, very timid. Not about even speaking up. I used to avoid social events so that I just avoid all the questions and any small talks. Eventually, I learned about mindfulness and I started living in the present. I started doing meditation, I started doing yoga, and I started doing a lot of exercises, which improved not only my mental health, it improved my physical health also. And it reflected in all parts of my life. I became confident. In Toastmasters, I go forward and talk in a table topic. If I were in school, I would have never ever done that unless a teacher would have given a lot of motivation or encouraged me that Namita, you're good in English, you can speak something. And I realized that, there are things that seem really difficult, like giving a speech. It used to terrify me. Oh my God, I have to practice so many times. I have to put in so many hours. I have to write a speech. What should I write about a speech? What should I write in this topic? Say it is a leadership topic. What should I write? And now I know how to do it because I have a mentor in Toastmasters and they gave me inputs on what to do. To conclude, life is not always the same. Sometimes you are doubting yourself. Sometimes you're very confident. There are still so many happy moments to witness. There are so many people who will accept you for who you are, who will love you for who you are. And there are so many dreams to achieve. So you have to be mindful, you have to live in the present, and you have to keep going and take care of yourself. So that's all from me. Over to you, Natalia.
Thank you so much for sharing your speech, Toastmaster Namita. That I think we all resonated with what you were talking about with having friendships and relationships and just, working on yourself through different exercises, working on yourself through therapy. There's just so many good takeaways that I got from listening to you speak. So thank you so much. All right. Next, let's go ahead and revisit the meeting topic for this week, which again is behind me, gratitude. There are multiple ways that we can practice gratitude. One popular way is with a gratitude journal. This could be a physical notebook. You could use sticky notes. You could do little reminders through your text messages. The purpose of having a gratitude journal is to keep a record of moments where you feel gratitude, whether it's on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. You will have a physical copy of these special moments to go back to when you need it. Another way to practice gratitude is by giving back. This could be within your community. You could do things such as volunteer work. It could be little acts of service, such as helping somebody cross the street or making conversation with the grocery store worker just to let them know that they're appreciated. Connecting with others builds confidence, and it lets us remember that we make a difference. Being in nature also lets us practice gratitude. Going for a walk or being outdoors allows you to be present and in the moment. We can disconnect from our problems and just exist. Nature also reminds us to be grateful for the little things, the warmth of the sun, the chirping of the birds, the breeze. These are just a couple ways to practice gratitude. Incorporating these practices in our day-to-day lives can make the world of a difference in our happiness and our overall well-being. All right, next, let's move to the table topics session, we will have the table topics master come up and speak. For this evening, the table topics master is going to be Siva. So let's give a welcome to Toastmaster Siva.
Thank you, Toastmaster Natalia. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, Toastmasters. Welcome once again for our this club meeting and especially for the table topic session. What is a table topic session? It's always important. It's always entertaining us. Always make us to do some new things, especially when I would give the topic. So table topic is always entertaining us. There is no doubt. Especially the newcomers who can talk 1 to 2 minutes, it will give a great spirit for them. Even regular Toastmaster also, it always the challenge what going to talk in the single minute, 1 minute or 2 minutes, whatever it is. Without any further delay, let us go for the table topic session. Anyone can talk 1 to 2 minutes. The 1 minute, the timer will show green card. 1.5 minutes will be shown yellow card. 2 minutes it will be shown up green card. Even you can talk until 2.5 minutes. After 2.5 minutes, if you talk, you're not qualified. So timer, this is the timing. No, please note it down. Yeah. So who is going to talk first? Otherwise, I will call up. Yeah, Jim, thank you. So your topic is gratitude is wine for soul. Go on, get drink. Gratitude is wine for soul. Go on, get drink. Toastmaster Jim, over to you.
Can you repeat the question again? Gratitude is
wine for soul. Go on, get drink.
I believe that gratitude is something that we have to work to obtain. And the reason I say that is I remember my childhood, and children can be very entitled. We want what we want when we want it, and it doesn't matter what the realities happen to be. As a kid, you think you're the apple of your parents' eyes, and many times you are, and you get a sense that everything that you want should be what everybody else wants too. It doesn't always work that way. And what I have learned about gratitude is that it comes from realizing that not everything is going to go your way. You're not going to get everything that you want when you want it. It takes time. But what I've also learned about gratitude is that the important things in life that we can obtain as we mature, things like having loving relationships, like Namitha talked about in her speech, things that are worth the time and worth the effort and even the trouble for some people. Those are the things that gratitude is about. So I no longer feel that my needs are paramount to everyone else's. And part of that is just one example of why it is I'm glad that I'm no longer a child and am an adult who can see farther into the past, but hopefully also just as far into the future. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jim. Gratitude is get realized. Thank you very much. Thanks for that word. So who is going to be next? Okay, Namita. Your topic is tough experience in your life you are grateful for. You are grateful for. Tough experience in your life you are grateful for. Over to Namita.
Thank you, Shiva. So, as I said, I had childhood trauma and I was depressed for at least 6 months or 8 months. And even if I was active in Toastmaster, I used to feel good after Toastmasters meeting. Rest of the day used to be really blur because I'm always valuing, I'm always thinking what happened in the past, why it happened to me, this, that. I was not living in the moment. But that led me to realize the importance of physical and mental well-being. And during COVID, since I was working from home, I had a lot of time and still I'm working from home, thankfully. I have time to exercise. I go to the gym. Gym was something I was like, should I go to gym? It is for bodybuilding, right? But no, it is not actually. You can just do treadmill or yoga in gym. And meditation. I learned meditation. It was so hard for me. Even I couldn't meditate for 30 seconds. The thought used to keep on coming. I used to keep on trying. And eventually everything sorted out. And I say that that was a hard part of life, but I'm grateful it taught me many things. That now I am peaceful, my mind is calm throughout the day. If something terrible happens, I don't respond or react. I try to analyze and then I, answer properly or behave in a proper way. Otherwise, earlier, if I'm angry, I used to just be, bursting out and talking very rudely and all. But now I know, like, I go for a walk or do something I like arts and all, calm down, and then I will bring back the topic. So that was really important, that hard time. Oh, okay. I didn't know he is using timer cards. So thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, sharing your thoughts. It's really true. The Toastmasters is always entertain us, even though we get bored, we're not busy. It always make us busy, and even some meditation also will always give enough good thoughts in our mind. Okay, thanks, Namita, sharing that. So who is going to be next? Okay, Grace. 3 people on this planet. 3 people on this planet who would definitely put your name in their gratitude list. 3 people on this planet who would definitely put your name in their gratitude list. Who are they?
Thank you for that question, Toastmaster Siva. For me, it's really hard to just, pinpoint who are these 3 people who will put my name in their gratitude list. So instead of doing that, let me just say, I am here to talk about the 3 people in my list that I've always been thankful for. Because that is something that I can be sure of. First of all, I want to put my parents' names, so my father and my mother in my gratitude list. Not only because they have been my support system or because they have given me this amazing life that I'm living in, but I am just thankful for the love that they have given me from the time being, even way before I was even born. I had these stories in my life that it took them 3 years to have a child. And so I felt that deep love, care that they have. And although I am far away from them, I know exactly the way of the caring and loving that I am experiencing, even though we've been miles apart for quite a long time. And they've had many sacrifices for me, especially right now that I am away from them. I know it's hard, but they knew that my decision to go here and expand my horizon is the best thing. In addition to these 2 people, I am also grateful for my aunt who has been my home here in another country. I have been living with her for quite some time, and I know that she made a lot of sacrifices for me too. And she is the extension of the love and support that I get from my family. So yeah, instead of me taking notes of those three people whom maybe would put my name in the list, I am just here to be just grateful for my mom, my dad, and my aunt. And they are the three people that I'm most grateful for. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Grace, so for wonderful sharing. Yeah, you changed the topic actually. The next question, which I supposed to ask, but you have taken that is your choice. Okay, good, good. Okay, so who's going to be next? Thank you very much.
I can take it.
Yeah. So two topic is there. Next test, I will go for Satish, and next one I will go for Lee. Okay. Yeah. Is it fine? The two people raise the hand. Okay. So your topic is first. I will go with Satish. So your topic is recovery journey. Recovery journey.
Recovery journey. When you are living life, you get a lot of obstacles along the way, and you also feel that sometimes whatever you have done has not happened in the way you want to happen. You do lose a lot of people in life because that is part of the journey. Everyone who's born has to die someday. When you are at school, you encounter some failures. In college, maybe you lose a year. At work, maybe things don't go the way you want it to go. Sometimes you lose a project, you lose a customer. Sometimes you get demoted at work. Sometimes you get sidelined at work. With your friends, sometimes you have an argument with your friends move away. With the family, the same happens. But in all of this, when you look at it, if you want to recover from all that, I can see there are some people who just wallow in that thoughts every day to say, why did it happen to me? What did I do wrong? But coincidentally, I was reading something yesterday in the newspaper, and it said that things happen the way you want them to happen. Everyone in life has problems. There's nobody in life who doesn't have a problem. And some of those problems are not of your making. Even just unfold around you, and you get kind of got caught up in it. But the way to recovery is how you look at those events. If I fail in school, if I look at it as saying that, well, fine, I didn't study, so that's why I failed. So let me study and then pass the next year. Some might look at it humorously to say, I got one extra year to spend in the same class. How many of you would have that luxury? When we look at some near and dear ones passing away, they said it's not something that happens only to me. It happens to everyone. Whoever is born in this world has to die someday. So that's part of nature. When you get some challenges at work, that happens to everyone. Now, how do you look at those challenges? Do you sit and cry and make yourself a victim? Or do you say, just take it as an event and say, well, I learned something from it, let's move ahead and do something different? So the way you want to recover is up to you. If you look at things that happen around you and say, well, this happened, now what do I do out of it? Do I sit and cry? Do I wallow in my thoughts and say, why did it happen to me? Do I play the victim card, or do I say that the entire world is out to get me? Or do I say that this is just an experience? Let's live that experience and let's move ahead. That is the way you will recover. Thank you, and back to you, Table Topic Master.
Yeah, thank you, Satish, sharing this, even though quite tough topic as well. So next, I will call Lee. So sorry for if I'm pronounced wrongly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my name. Hello.
Yeah, you're audible. So your topic is what one thing you could not live without? What one thing you could not live without?
That's a hard question because there's a lot of things that I cannot live without.
So I think the topic today is gratitude. So there's a lot of things in this world that we cannot live without. For example, if we wake up and we don't have the air to breathe, that we cannot live, and then we don't have water to drink, we don't have food to eat, and we don't have clothes to wear, especially in this cold weather. That's other things that we have, and most of it take for granted because it's like every day. But actually, without those things, we cannot survive. And the topic today make me remember those things, that there's a lot of things in life that actually we just doesn't put a lot of appreciation, but we have to be grateful that we already have them, because like a lot of other places, a lot of children doesn't have enough clothes to wear, or doesn't have like water, clean water to drink, or doesn't have enough food to eat. So we have every day we have to think of that and know that we are lucky than other, and be grateful for what we have. So that's what I think.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lee. So sharing this. So who is going to be last topic? So Mogani, yeah. Toastmaster Mogani, your topic is, who is your best friend in school? Why? Very simple. Who is your best friend in your school? Why?
My best friend in school, I really don't know if could single out one best friend, but I had a few. One of them was Rema Menon. And after long years, I got to speak to her again. Rema and myself performed in a school dance program. And I remember her mother used to send her nice dal, rice, and rasam for lunch, and we used to share our lunch at school. She used to come from the area near the Kodak factory in Kunor. And after meeting up after nearly 40 odd years, I realized she was staying very close to me in Palghat. Her full name is Rema Menon. She's married, she has a child, and we're all both growing old together. So of late, we get time to discuss a lot of things and going back in life. Being the subject of gratitude today, I thought we'd get a school group together, but it was not possible. I think I'm grateful for all these childhood memories, because they really put us in focus and remind us where we were and where we have come from. So likewise, I don't have too many memories of my childhood or school. Maybe I did not focus much on that, which I probably should have done. But today I'd like to share a little point that Namita spoke about, which came back to me, and I sort of gelled with that, about therapy and about mindfulness. I used to be a person of late who was getting very agitated, very upset. I couldn't focus. I used to panic about what the children are doing. Are they okay? And this and that and 150 things. But of late, mindfulness has taken control of myself. I'm able to transform my thoughts immediately. I practice meditation. I practice breathing. I did find it difficult, but I'm finding it very, very easy now. The big transformation is that I'm grateful that today I'm able to just focus. I think today is the first time I'm literally focusing on the Toastmaster meeting, literally enjoying it, not getting agitated or being upset about things that I have not done and all that. So gratefulness and mindfulness go together. A beautiful topic of the day today. Grateful to be here. Over to you, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master, for taking me back to my school days, and my friend Rema. Thank you.
Exactly, Toastmaster Mogani. So especially in school days, the lunch hours, sharing with our friends and chatting with them is always unforgettable things. Okay, sharing with and bring back that memories here. So and sharing your thoughts about grateful. Thank you very much. With that, we we are going to end the table topic session. Hope you all are enjoyed this session. So with that, I give control back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Natalia. Over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ziva, and thank you everybody for just your wisdom and your pieces of feedback, and just, you know, every meeting there's like wisdom that I take away, and I think that's one of the purposes of Toastmasters, is to just teach and to just absorb new information and just, you know, support everybody. All right. Next, let's go ahead and do our evaluations. Let's bring up Toastmaster Grace. She's going to be doing Namitha's evaluation. So let's give a welcome to Toastmaster Grace. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Natalia. Wow, it was really my privilege and honor to be able to evaluate your speech, Toastmaster Namita. First of all, I really like how you presented the title. Remember at the beginning of this Toastmaster meeting, I was asking, should I tell it like a word or like an acronym? Because it reminds me of the TV series, which is Friends, right? So I have to ask it. And it really just sticks on my mind. So that's one point that I really love about it. Second point is I like how you develop the story. Each paramount, so first talking about it on a third person perspective, where you were saying about this little girl, that she is shy, she was intelligent, blah blah blah, and then you move forward and then it paramounts to that person is me. It's a good way for us to develop that way in Toastmasters, where you put that excitement on the listener, and that makes us listeners or audience be able to really put attention on the speech. I like how you develop the speech because I get to it really touched my heart, especially that I have the same personality as yours. But I like it more that you didn't just ended up with like how you presented, having low confidence, a lot of self-doubt and overthinking. But you gave us very important bits and pieces of how making meaningful connections and networking has helped you in your life. I like how you presented it with your step-by-step introduction when you start going out, and then going to this library, and then just joining, and then improving and expanding your circle of friends. And I also love how you develop that into being able to move forward, and that these people that you met became your friends, your support system, and then later on they help you to be able to heal yourself by encouraging you to go on to therapy, and then later on doing also mindfulness. If I would like to suggest, I think there are two things I just want for you to improve on. That is your gestures and would be your eye contact. Otherwise, I really love your speech. I really love how you presented your story to us and how you inspired us by ending your speech. How being mindful and living in the moment can really help us in our daily lives. So thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Natalia.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Grace, for that thoughtful evaluation. Next, let's continue with the rest of the tag team. We are going to get everybody's reports. Let's begin with Toastmaster Satish, who is the counter. Let's give a welcome to Toastmaster Satish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Natalia. My counter report is as follows. So Toastmaster Jim, as part of its opening address, he had the usage of and 1 plus times, 2 plus times, and our 3 times. Toastmaster Natalia, as part of her TMOD General Evaluator role, had no filler words. Toastmaster Jim, as part of his introduction for the grammarian role, had no filler words. Toastmaster Naveen, as the introduction for the timer role, had used 1 times. Toastmaster Satish, as part of his introduction for the counter role, had the word used once. Toastmaster Grace, as part of her introduction as the speech, for introducing the speech objectives, had no filler words. Toastmaster Namita, as part of her speech, had the usage of so 2 plus times and 3 plus times. Toastmaster Shiva, as part of his introduction for the TT Master role, had usage of the word so 2 plus times. Toastmaster Jim, as the first table topic speaker, had usage of and 3 plus times and that 3 plus times. Toastmaster Namita, as the table topic speaker, used the word 2 plus times. Toastmaster Grace, as the table topic speaker, used the word so 2 plus times, and word 1 times. But I couldn't evaluate my speech when I was doing the table topic, but I am sure I had used multiple filler words. Toastmaster Yuan Lee, as part of the table topic speech, had word so used 2 plus times. Toastmaster Mohini, as part of a table topic, again used the word so 2 plus times. Toastmaster Grace, as part of her speech evaluation, used the word 1 times and the word and 1 plus times. That's my counter report for this meeting. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Natalia.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Satish. Next, let's bring up the grammarian for the evening, Toastmaster Jim, to present his report.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. First of all, I'd like to say there were a couple of uses of the word of the day, paramount. Grace used it several times in her evaluation, and I heard myself use it. Those were the only 2 that I heard. If there's anybody I missed, please let me know. As far as interesting usages, I didn't hear a lot in terms of anything poetic, but still there were very interesting ideas. For example, when Satish was giving his table topics answer, he asked the question, well, am I going to see myself as a victim where everyone is out to get me? That is a clear metaphor because people can actually visualize being in that situation and can identify with what that's like and how unpleasant that is. The whole idea of gratitude that Natalia introduced our theme with, and the way in which gratitude is spelled in your background. Very interesting twist. And let's see. One other observation is, during Namita's speech, how did she transform from introvert to extrovert? An interesting turn of phrase there. That is my grammarian's report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jim. Next, let's bring up the timer to give the timer's report. Please give a welcome to Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Natalia. So there are 3 members who has taken out of the time. So I'll be coming one by one. So Namita on her prepared speech has taken 6 minutes 52 seconds. Just 8 minutes less to the completion of time. And Jim has taken 2 minutes 32 seconds. And yeah, it's because I couldn't able to show the timer cards through the background due to some technical reasons. And Namita as a table topics has taken 1 minute 48 seconds. She has finished in her time. And Grace Kemely has taken 1 minute 56 seconds. Satish has taken 2 minutes 52 seconds. He has taken 52 seconds more than the approved time. And Oyenli has taken 1 minute 21 seconds. Mohini 2 minutes 48 seconds. And evaluator Grace has taken 3 minutes 11 seconds. So that's all about the timer. Thank you, Toastmaster Natalia.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Naveen, and thank you so much, everybody, for your feedback. I would like to drop a quotation in the chat for everybody. This was something that I just thought about as we were doing our table topic session. This is a quotation from Haruki Murakami, and it says, "But we cannot simply sit and stare at our wounds forever." So this is really significant because it kind of ties back into not having that victim mindset and not, like just getting paralyzed by what's happened to us pretty much. We need to pick up the pieces and we need to move forward, and we can't just sit and look at the things that have happened to us. But yes, I would like to conclude the meeting with a finishing statement regarding gratitude. There is always a pocket of gratitude to be discovered. Even in times of hardship, when we choose to look for these moments of appreciation, we get our power back. Whether it's having a journal, connecting with others, or being in nature, every action with gratitude leads us to our most authentic, happiest versions of us. Thank you so much, Toastmasters. I will pass it back over to the president.
Thank you so much, Natalia, for being such a great and effective Toastmaster of the evening. Let's give her a big round of applause tonight. Excellent job. And to all of our participants tonight, from the speakers to the evaluator to the timer to just everybody, a great job tonight. And you all exhibited what gratitude's about tonight. So thank you for that. Before we adjourn the meeting, our next meeting is a week from tonight, December the 7th. Do we have anyone who would like to fulfill a role for the next meeting that they know they'd like to fulfill? If so, please speak now.
I'll take the timer role.
Okay. Namita will be the timer. And
I can be grammarian.
okay. Okay, Namita the timer. Natalia the grammarian. How about speaker? Would anybody like to speak? Do they have something burning they'd like to talk about next week? Okay, I'll jump in and be a speaker. Any evaluator? Table topics person? Counter?
Ma'am, you want to try taking a role next time?
Did you ask me, Namita?
Yeah, you're like a member only now.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Only thing is I cannot confirm for sure because I may have some last minute odds and ends, something that I may not be able to. If I'm available, I'll probably be an evaluator. If I'm available. So that's why I didn't voice my.
Okay.
I have some travel lined up. If I'm not traveling outside the country, then I'll volunteer for a role. I'll let you know in the next couple of days.
Okay. Thank you.
I can be the table topics master next week.
Thank you, Grace.
Oh yeah, one more thing, Jim and Shiva, Yuvet said she will be attending next week's meeting.
Can you say that again, Namita?
Sorry for that. I was in mute. Already you were enrolled for grammarian role. Sorry, Natalia, as you have mentioned grammarian going to take. I forgot to tell here. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so Yvette is the grammarian.
Yeah, it was already taken by Yvette.
Okay. What was remaining?
Table topic. A table topic is already taken, right? So
Yeah,
sorry.
Grace took table topics.
A counter.
Yeah, I can do all counter.
Yep.
Okay, so Natalia's going to do the counter.
Or else if you want to speak, your second speech also will come.
Actually, I can speak. Timer role somebody can take. I mean, I
Yeah,
have the
okay.
timer background. It can run in the background.
Okay. So we can have two speakers and one other is Jim and anybody. Namita is confirmed. You are going to give the speech.
Yeah. I can either
Okay.
or I can be an evaluator also, whatever it is.
Okay, Natalia, tell me, you are going to give the speech or else you're going to take a counter or timer report?
Which speech?
Your second speech.
Oh. I think I'll do that the week after next.
Okay, yep. Then you can go for timer or a counter, whatever you like.
Yeah, I'll do all counter.
Perfect. And Namita, you can give a speech. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'll give you speech details. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll give you my speech details within the next couple of days.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.